This is Shannon Rogers with Carroll.News. We are in Manchester today visiting Ron and Nefrit Sever and their unconventional pet turkey, Frida.
I went through a very transformative personal journey. I battled with an eating disorder, with anorexia nervosa specifically, and I had to leave the house to go to treatment. During that time, I said I really wanted an emotional support animal. None of our animals were very emotionally supportive. When I came back from treatment, I took the kids to a farm. We wanted to get hatching eggs to get chickens. And I met a turkey, and she was so affectionate, and she followed me through the farm. And I fell in love with this turkey. And I came back home and I said to Ron, she wanted to come home with me. And we really wanted to take her, and we didn't. She stayed in the farm.
I believe you came back with the cat instead.
Yes, I came back with our cat and a bunch of eggs to hatch, but not with a turkey. So I was going through a kind of hard time, and one day I came back home. Ron decided him and the kids went to Tractor Supply, and he just got 2 turkey chicks to kind of lift me up for emotional support. And that's how the journey with the turkey started.
Yeah, we've never owned any turkeys before, all these chickens. And only being guided by her experience with that one turkey in the farm is like, great. So how do we get turkeys to love us and be pets? And so we just had those chicks with us everywhere we went. We went on walks and bike rides. We put them in the rolling cart with the dog because she doesn't really walk much anymore. And then they grew up and they were on our laps. But eventually they became 40-pound birds and no longer sat on our laps.
They're so sweet, and they bond really quickly to humans. And then it became kind of like, if we leave the room, they start crying. And they couldn't sleep without us. And then it's like, okay, what do we do at night? Because they keep crying. So then we had to put them in the bedroom. They're very intelligent, emotionally, very affectionate. They love to cuddle. I mean, they have their own personalities. But keeping them in the house, it's really messy. It's like, straw everywhere. And how do we do this? So then it's like, no, let's just put them in the coop.
So we were putting them in the coop, and then somehow she got injured. She got attacked by either all the birds or one of the birds in the flock. We don't know. We found her almost deceased. So we brought her back into the house to rehabilitate. And at that point, that's when she bonded really strongly with Teva, like he's her man. And so she stayed in the house with us all through the winter, because at that point, it was not possible for us to transition her back to the coop.
And so to keep her in the house, because they poop a lot, we found somebody who makes turkey diapers on Etsy. And we got her turkey diaper that works really well. Now that it's spring, we can let her out and blow off some steam and get some energy. And she does mud baths outside.
So we looked into it. Turkeys are not supposed to lay eggs as prolifically as chickens or ducks, but we do get turkey eggs from her and from Tabitha about every other day consistently. And I'll just show you. And we love her eggs. So this is a turkey egg. And this is a chicken egg.
Substantially bigger. Do they taste different?
They do. To me, they taste very custardy. They're rich and creamy. So they do taste different than chicken eggs in that respect. We look at it as Frida is earning her keep when she produces us these eggs.
She constantly wants to be with us. So if one of us leaves the room, she starts crying. So I would be like, hey, Teva, that's my son's name. Teva, you got to go and sit next to Frida because she's crying.
She's high maintenance.
She's high maintenance for sure. Most birds, unless they consume nectar, they need to consume rocks because they don't have teeth.
They'll eat anything. So leftover fruits, nuts, seeds. Right now, we just feed her chicken feed for the most part. And yeah, they're really very simple. And she'll finish up the dog food if the dog doesn't finish it first.
Last Saturday, we sat here and played a board game. And she sat next to Teva, as usual. And she just grabbed one of the pawns, from the board game, just grabbed it. She started running around. We're all chasing her, trying to get the pawn out of her beak. She swallowed the pawn and was like, we need to watch the poop now.
The people online just think it's fantastic and fabulous.
So there's always fun moments with Frida. And, people don't know things. They don't know about the fact that they eat rocks. And, I posted, hey, Frida's eating blueberries this morning. Like, oh, I didn't know that turkeys eat blueberries. I would post, moments with cuddling, kids cuddling with Frida. I think that's what the world needs more of, just love. We're all in this together, in this world, and we're all connected. Sometimes humans, they have a hard time coexisting, but this is what coexistence looks like. We really need to take care of one another and understand that everything is more than what we see.